What we're going to work on today is working towards crow pose, building some strength in your core, opening out through the inner thighs, but also learning how to round the upper back a little bit in crow pose. So we're focusing on a few things today. But we'll start laying down. So come onto your back. I'll take my t-shirt off, otherwise I'm very black. So ease yourself down, keep the knees bent, rest the knees against each other, and turn your palms up. Take a deep breath through your nose, and exhale, sigh out through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh out. Gently closing your mouth now, begin to draw your breath in and out through your nose. Just lengthening, softening breath, deepening breath as you settle into your practice for the next hour. Finding our own pause in our practice today. Often a mental pause. Allow those shoulders to soften, your neck. We often hold tension here. And as you lay here with your breath, consider setting an intention for your practice today. So setting intentions can help us off the mat too. So setting something that translates to life on and off the mat. Mine today is to slow down. I slow down, I connect with my breath. So we'll breathe together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Staying with that pace if you can, perhaps engaging your Ujjayi breath now. So you inhale, contract the back of the throat. Exhale, still with that contraction, but draw the tummy in and up, gentle pelvic floor engagement, Mula Bandha. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We want to maintain this breath in our practice to guide us in our practice. It alerts us if we're in a stressful position, perhaps we need to slow it down. But it's that breath that keeps the mind and body connected. So listen out for your breath today. Opening your eyes now, draw your knees into your chest, sway from side to side, give yourself a nice hug, draw them in. And then gentle happy baby, take the hands to the outside edges of your feet and take the feet up towards the ceiling, knees coming in towards the armpits, sway from side to side. Draw those knees back into your chest. That gentle core engagement we found with our Ujjayi breath. Begin to draw the tummy in and up. pull up through the Mula Bandha and begin to rock along the length of your spine. So rounding here. If you have any back issues, just roll out to one side and come to seated. Otherwise, roll up now to seated. Cross the legs. Come through all fours and drop the knees to the mat. So a few rounds of cat-cow here. Hands under shoulders, knees underneath hips. Inhale, bottom lifts, chest extends forward. So feel that stretch, that length through the front body. Exhale, press the floor away, chin tucks in. Inhale, extension. Shoulders soft. Elbows can be slightly soft here too. Lovely. Exhale. Inhale. Final round like this. Exhale. Draw that tummy in and up. Inhale, neutral. So we're building up through our core strength and some heat here. Extend the left arm and right leg now. Just to hip height with that right leg. So look back, you should just still be able to see the toes. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, fist to knee, and we hold it there. Hug that thigh in. Inhale, extend left arm, right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold it for 2 breaths. Inhale, extend. And exhale, left hand down, right knee comes back. Other side. Inhale, extend left leg, right arm. Hip height again. Engage that core here. So notice if you're arching through the lower back, draw back through the tummy, lengthen through lower back. Exhale, knee to nose, fist to knee. 2 breaths. Squeeze that thigh in. Inhale, extend. Right arm, left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. 2 breaths. Inhale, extend. And exhale, right hand down, left knee down. Hands walk forward, first downward dog, toes tuck under. Inhale, hips lift up and back, press that floor away. You can pivot from side to side. Lift up through the heels. Gaze forward to the hands now, walk the feet to the front. Big toes touch. Inhale, gazing pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, gazing pose. Find that length through your spine here. Head reaching out of the hips and shoulders. Exhale, fold forward. Tummy to thighs. Find that connection so that you're not rounding through the upper back. You can bend the knees. You still find a hamstring stretch here. Engage that core now. Inhale, rise to stand. We hinge at the hips. Arms come overhead. Palms touch. Lengthen through that lower back. Exhale, release the hands down. So coming to our flow. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Exhale, come down. Inhale, gazing pose. Hands to shins or fingertips to mat. Exhale, bend the knees. Hands to mat. Step back to your plank. Inhale, lean forward a touch here. Exhale, lower the knees. And on a count of 5, we're lowering all the way down. So 5, elbow squeeze in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the hands as they are. Cobra. Inhale. Chest extends forward. Shoulders around and down. Exhale. Toes tuck under. Push up, back up through all fours. Downward dog. 2 breaths. That's it. So imagine you're pressing the floor away, finding length. Sometimes it's useful here to bend the knees gently and then press the hips up and back again. Fab. Bending the knees now, gaze forward. Exhale, step 1 foot at a time to the front. Gazing pose, inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Don't wobble like me. release the hands down. One more of these. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold it forward. So as you transition in your vinyasa, the core is gently engaged. Inhale, gazing pose. So switch it on here. Keep it on, hands to mat. Step back to plank. Exhale. Inhale, lean forward a touch. Exhale, lower your knees. On the count of 5, we're lowering the chest to the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome if you've just joined us. Hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, come to cobra. Chest extends forward, tops the feet to the mat. Lovely. Toes tuck under. Inhale, push back up. And exhale, downward dog. Breathing there. Gaze between the shins so the neck's nice and long. If you need to pedal out still, feel free to do so here. Exhale, rise onto the toes. Step the feet to the front one at a time, but choose the opposite leg now that you did to the last time. If you can remember, it's the more natural side. Inhale, gazing pose. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Hinge at the hips, rise, inhale, palms touch overhead. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale, release the hands down. So Surya Namaskar B now. We sit the bottom back, coming into Utkatasana, bottom comes back. Inhale, arms raise up. Lengthen that lower back, a little bit of core engagement. Lovely everyone here. Nice alignment. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, gazing pose. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to mat, yogi's choice. Step or little hop, little float back to plank if you're building some heat and strength. Exhale, lower the knees or come through full plank. On a count of 5, we'll do this again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the toes. Yogi's choice, come to cobra or hands come back towards the ribs. Inhale through to upward dog and really fire up through those thighs. Lovely. So remember, shoulder heads coming back, heart center shining forward. Exhale over knees or toes. Downward dog, 1 breath. Rise onto the toes. Right foot steps forward, warrior 1. Left heel grounds down. Inhale, arms rise, 1 breath. In your warrior 1. Exhale, hands come back to the mat. We come back to our plank, step it back. Inhale, lean forward a touch. We're coming all the way down in this one, so you can lower through the knees or full plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Soften the elbows slightly. Exhale over knees or toes, downward dog. 1 breath here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise onto the toes. Left foot comes forward, warrior 1. Right heel grounds down, really press into the outer edge. Inhale, arms rise, 1 breath. Lovely. Exhale, hands to the mat. We step back to our plank. Inhaling forward a touch. So engage the thighs here and the glutes. Coming for a count of 5, lower to the mat. 5, exhale down, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the toes. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. So we want to feel this more through the mid and upper back. Not so much lower back. If you need to come back to cobra, please do. Exhale over knees or toes. Downward dog. 3 long breaths here now. So let's all together come onto the toes. Bend the knees slightly. And then press the hips up and back, keeping the legs bent. Feel that stretch through the legs now. Enjoy that length through the spine as well. Create space between the shoulders and the ears. Exhale, gaze forward, yogi's choice, step or float, little hop to the front. Inhale, gazing pose. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. And we sit it back once more. Inhale, Utkatasana as you raise the arms. Exhale, release to stand. So we'll do one more of those, hopefully feeling toasty and warm now. So come to the front if you're not already there. Sit the bottom back. Inhale, reach up, arms shoulder width, lengthen that lower back. Exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana, rock the weight forward to the front of the feet. Inhale, gazing pose. Exhale, step or float back to plank. Inhale here, and exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Really think about externally rotating the shoulders, driving the heart center forward. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step that right foot forward. We've picked up the pace, you're doing really well. Ground down through that left foot. Arms rise, inhale, and exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Step it back to plank. Lean forward a touch, inhale, and exhale, lower again. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step left foot forward, right heel turns in. Arms rise, inhale, and exhale, settle into your warrior. Inhale, gaze ahead. Exhale, keep the gaze along the nose to help you transition. Keep your balance, step back to plank. Lean forward a touch. Exhale, lower once again. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. 3 breaths here. So check in with your hands, spread out through the fingertips. We want to engage the forearms here, and this is really helpful in our crow. So press into the outside edge of the hands on the little finger side and the thumb side, and press into the knuckles. Sorry, I'm trying to get this description better. Press into the knuckles, almost the pads of the fingertips. There we go, that's better. You should feel the forearm fire up. The palm of the hand, it might be cupped. This is what we're going to use in our crow later. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward, step or float to the front. Inhale, gazing pose. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Sit the bottom back now. So if you can take the arms in front, and then slowly begin to sit yourself deeper and deeper, challenge yourself to see if you can bring yourself without the hands. Of course, bring them down if you need to, and we'll come to seated. Fab. So we're going to work on our core a little bit here. So we're coming into a seated crow. So take the arms out in front of you. Imagine that you're pressing into the floor just as you would with your normal crow. Then rock back slightly and see if you can bring your knees to connect onto the arms. This is tough, so don't worry if you're not quite there yet. Inhale here. Exhale, squeeze those knees. Inhale now, release the legs. See if you can extend to Navasana. So half boat. So shoulder blades lifted, feet are lifted, neck nice and long. One more breath here. Inhale, see if you can come up to Navasana. Legs at right angles. That's it. Brilliant, guys. Inhale here. Exhale. Release the legs down. Take a breather. In, you might have held your breath there. Inhale. Exhale, sigh out. So we come to that again. Press those hands away in front of you. Rock the weight back onto the bottom. Inhale. Really lift up through that pelvic floor. Exhale, squeeze those knees in. And imagine you're pressing the floor away now. Practice rounding through that upper back. Inhale here. Exhale once again, squeeze those knees in. Doing really well. Inhale, release the arms, the legs. Extend out, Ardha Navasana. Shoulder blades lifted if you can. If it's too much, you can always take the head back. Keep the feet lifted, hovering off the mat. An inch or two. Inhale, see if you can come up. Always use the hands if you need to. Boat pose. Squeeze those thighs together, nearly there. And exhale, woo, release the legs down. Cross over your legs. Come onto all fours. I'm going to just stretch out that tummy a little. Inhale, bottom lift, chest extends. Nice deep breath through the abdomen. Exhale, push back, downward dog. Take 2 breaths here. Rise onto your toes now. Inhale, right leg lifts, split dog. Exhale, transition through plank. Bring that right foot forward to the hands. If you need to, drop the knee, help that right foot through. Then walk that foot towards the edge of the mat. We're coming into a lizard variation. Bring the hands to the floor or fingertips in line with the foot. Back toes tuck under, we slide those left toes back. Just sway forward and back here in your lizard. That's it, enjoy that stretch, explore that stretch around the hip joints. Shoulders soft again. And then come into a static lizard. Press down into that left hand underneath the line of the shoulder. And we inhale, twist right. Gaze up to those right fingertips. Breathe through the twist with the upper back. Exhale. Release the hands down either side of front foot. Bring that right foot back in line with the hip. And we inhale, extend, right leg split dog again. You can stay on the left toes or that left heel can ground down. Bend that top leg now and dip those toes over to the right, opening through that right hip. Drop that right shoulder. That's it, guys. Straighten that right leg, level off through the hips. Bring that right foot back through to the hands. Drop that left knee. We come into Bakasana variation. Inhale, raise left arm. Exhale, take the elbow to the outside edge of that right thigh. Bring the hands into the heart center, nice. Inhale, extend, lift yourself away from that front leg. And exhale, twist right, staying here. Or fix the gaze to the mat, the floor, the foot in front, I should say. Tuck the toes under and see if you can lift that back knee for a stronger pose. Keep the hips square into the front. Breathe through that challenge. Exhale, release the hands either side of front foot. Drop the back knee. Walk the hands back now. And so we're straightening this front leg. Flex the toes back towards you. And you might need to slide that right foot forward slightly. So we're coming into a forward fold. If you've got blocks or books, that's great for here now. Maybe hold the hips if you can't get the fingertips to the mat. Toes flex back, staying here, inhale. Or exhale, we hinge forward, long through the neck again. Just breathing into a deep hamstring stretch here. Keep that right leg active, see if you can lift the kneecap. Inhale, rock forward, bend the front leg, hands come to the mat, and we vinyasa. If it's too much, step back to downward dog or child's pose. Otherwise, back to plank we go. Inhale, lean forward a touch. Exhale, lower through plank or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Steady your breath here. Take a couple of breaths. And we come to the other side. Rise onto the toes, left leg lift, split dog, inhale. Exhale, left foot comes through to the hands around the back to create space. So there's that rounding even there. Take that left foot out slightly wider, slide those right toes back. First of all, we'll explore our lizards, so spine long. To achieve that, think about reaching the head out of the hips. We can rock forward and back, side to side. but try not to tuck the chin in and round through the back on this occasion. Swaying from side to side. Walk that left foot back in now. Inhale, extend, left leg up to split dog. Exhale, bend, left leg, dip the toes to the right. Drop that shoulder down, but keep lifting that left knee up. Straighten left leg, inhale. Exhale, level off the hips, left foot through to the hands. We drop that back knee. Inhale, raise the right arm. Oh, did we forget? I think we forgot the lizard twist, sorry. Bring the right hand down, toe heel that left foot out, back knee lifts again. We'll come into it this way. Inhale, twist left. Keep that lunge for your lizard. Exhale, release left hand down. Drop that back knee, toe heel that left foot back in. We come into our twist. Left hand to thigh, keep toes tucked under for balance. Inhale, raise the right arm. Exhale, right elbow to that left thigh. Hands into Anjali Mudra. Inhale, extend the heart center forward and up, away from that front leg. Exhale, twist left. You can keep the gaze to that front foot or take it to the side, even over that left shoulder. If you're transitioning to the stronger variation, I'd recommend starting with the gaze back at the foot. Inhale, lift that thigh. And exhale, maybe then transition. Exhale, release the hands to the front. This time, we step the right foot to meet the left. Inhale, gaze. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Palms touch overhead. And exhale, release the hands down. Lovely. So we come into another Utkatasana. Take the feet hip width this time though. Bottom sits back, exhale. Inhale, arms rise. We're coming into a balance from here. Lengthen through that lower back. Inhale. Exhale, perhaps sit a little bit deeper. Inhale now, rise to stand, keep the arms lifted. Exhale, hinge forward, and we shoot that left leg back, warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. 2 breaths here. Reach out through those fingertips, try and lift out of that right hip and drop the left. Exhale, bend that right leg now. Take this left foot to the mat and straighten the right leg. So we're only about 3 foot distance. Take the feet hip width, coming into Purvottanasana. Inhale, this helps us balance. Stand tall, lift up to the top of the head. Exhale, hinge forward. Bring the hands down that front shin. Inhale, extend the head towards the front of your mat. Exhale, fold if you can, work deeper into this stretch down the right leg. Make both legs strong, so press into both feet. See if you can lift the arches of both feet. So from beginning to engage our Pada Bandha. Neck soft, each exhale, and let yourself to sink, allow yourself to sink deeper. Inhale, gazing pose. So we're coming to the floor from here. Bring the fingertips in front of that front foot, bend the leg, and we sit. We take the left knee behind the right leg, and we come to seated into Gomukhasana. So that right leg is crossed on top of the left. I'll show you from the front. So right leg is on top of left. Don't worry if this right knee is up, or if this is a challenge, let me know. If it is a challenge, simply cross the right leg in front of left. Otherwise, we try and ground, we try and cross these legs as tightly as we can. We ground that right sit bone down to the mat. Take the hands to the feet, so if you can lace your fingertips through the toes. That's always sometimes a challenge, trying to create some space there. Inhale, sit tall. This might be enough. Or exhale, begin to hinge forward. Let the chin tuck in, the head relax. And you should feel a stretch through this right hip and glute area. You can close the eyes. Come back to your breath. This is a challenging pose, so if this is intense for you, it is for a lot of us. Do what you can with it, no judgment, no frustration, simply acceptance, which can actually be incredibly freeing. Inhale, roll yourself back up to seated. Release the toes. Bring that right foot to the mat and extend the left leg in front. So we're coming into Marichyasana. So we keep a foot distance between the leg and the foot. Left hand can hold that right ankle to help you. I'll show you from the side as well. Inhale, reach that right arm up. Exhale, hinge forward as far as you can. Then from here, the arm and leg connect, or the shoulder. We internally rotate that right shoulder so the arm can start to come out to the side, the palms turned out or maybe even up. And then we bring that right hand around to the right hip so the palm is facing up. From here, you might stay here and exhale, try and fold, or see if you can take those left fingertips behind and see if that right hand will take the left. If not, you can stay here, working on coming forward. That right hand can come to the side. Left toes flex back and we fold forward here. You might feel it through this inner right thigh, it might be the left leg or the shoulder even. Final breath there. Inhale, release the bind. Release that right leg and we vinyasa. So cross the legs over, roll over through the legs, step it back to your plank. Inhaling here and exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale over the knees, downward dog. Bend through your knees now, gaze forward, step or float to the front. As we come to our other side, inhale, gaze. Exhale, we fold forward. Inhale, rise to stand. Arms touch overhead. Gaze to fingertips when you reach up like this. Exhale, release the hands down. So we come to our other side. Take the feet hip width, bottom sits back, Utkatasana. Inhale, lift the arms, open that chest up towards the ceiling, lengthen through lower back. Maybe come a little deeper on the next exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, rise to stand. So we come to our other side. Hinge it forward. Begin to take that right leg back. Extend the left arms back. So we want to take that right leg to hip height. So if you can imagine you've got a garlic clove in the hip socket, try not to crush it. Push into the wall behind you with that right foot. Inhaling here, shoulders reaching away back towards the foot. Exhale, now bend that left leg, take the right foot to the mat. We come into our pyramid pose. Right heel turned in, toes at 2 o'clock, hands to hips. Inhale, so this isn't a long stance, it's quite short, about 3 foot or a meter. Inhale here, exhale, hinge forward. hands to shins. Inhale, extend the head forward. Exhale, we fold. Allow your breath to take you to that point in the pose where maybe there's challenge, but not punishment. As we did in the last variation, engage that arch, see if you can press into the outside edge of the foot, the base of the big toe, the ball there. Lift that arch if you can. Inhale, gazing pose. Exhale, bend that front leg. Release the hands to the mat. We hop this right foot on right knee behind the left foot, and we come to seated with left leg crossed over right. So adjust. So we want to try and cross those legs as high up the legs as we can, and let the feet just fall naturally for now. One day they might line up with each other, but see how you go. This is quite intense through the hips. As for the other, as we did on the other side, if you need to, come to cross-legged with the left leg in front of right. Inhale here. See if you can lace fingertips through those toes again. Exhale, hinge forward. Breathing there. This one's really intense for me. I feel this more in the hamstring, so it can be different on different sides. A little bit through that inner thigh as well. Keep grounding that left hip, sit bone, back into the mat. Shoulders soft, face soft. Inhale, roll yourself up to seated. Release the toes. Take this left leg out to the side. Right leg extends. I'll show you from the front on this side. Foot distance, or foot width I should say, in between the leg and the foot. Right hand holds that left ankle. Inhale, reach the left arm up. So keep that right leg active, heel pressing down. Exhale, come forward. Reach as far as you can. Find connection with the arm and leg on the left-hand side. Take this left arm out to the side as you internally rotate that shoulder, so the palm might turn to face forward now. Take it round to that left hip, staying here or maybe just out to the side, working forward. Or inhale, reach the right arm forward and take it around so the left hand holds the right. I'll show you from this side as well. Ground down through that right foot. Inhale, see if you can find length through the spine, and exhale, fold here. So neck long again, the face is mirroring the shin. Inhale, rise up gently, release that bind. And we take the legs to the side, roll onto the knees, and we'll come into our crow pose. I don't know where the time's going this morning. So hopefully, core's nice and activated, the inner thighs are nice and open, the hips are open. So come onto the hands and hop on to the toes. So if you remember at the start when we explored the downward dog, we want the fingertips to be as wide as possible. These are your feet, so the wider they are, the larger surface area you have. Now press into the outside edge of the little finger and the palm. Do the same on the thumb side and feel those forearms activate. That's what you want to engage here, so it starts to connect the upper body to the lower as we come into our crow. Snuggle in now. So notice that rounding through my back as I snuggle. We want to maintain that when we press into our crow. Squeeze the knees onto the backs of the arms. press the arms back against the leg, take the gaze forward. Let's inhale, rock forward together, keep that rounding, exhale, rock back, inhale forward, just get confident coming forward and under the hands, exhale back. Let's try one foot now, inhale coming forward, bring that right foot into the bottom, squeeze it as we did at the start, exhale, release down with our knee to nose, inhale forward, we bring the left foot in, squeeze, 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 press that floor away, round, exhale, coming down, doing really well here. You can repeat that variation or gaze forward, inhale, rock forward, bring one foot in, come slowly, perhaps one at a time to begin with, really round, squeeze those feet together, exhale, release the feet back, have one more go if you've got the energy. That's it, inhaling forward, use the breath to help you come, so the hips are coming up, press that floor away, round through the upper back, engage the shoulder girdle, nice guys, good effort here, and exhale, release out now. We'll just shake out through the wrists. Can be quite intense, circle them one way and then the other. Come on to all fours, so we'll just release the wrists again here. Turn the left palm to the top of the mat, so the palm's facing, the top of the hand to the mat, so the left palm's facing up. Inhale here, take weight into that right hand in the knees and toes. Exhale, sit the weight back towards the heels, getting a nice stretch across the front of that wrist. Don't worry about whether your arm's straight or bent. Try and keep the top of the wrist to the mat as well, so don't go any further if it starts to peel up. Inhale, come forward, shake it out, and the left hand comes to the mat, and we turn the right back. So the right palm's facing up. Inhale here, exhale, sit it back. Enjoying the stretch. This is a great one at any time actually, for any of us who work at computers a lot. Inhale, release out, come forward, and exhale, push back, child's pose. Take the arms in front or back towards the feet, and simply rest there. Inhale, come back through all fours. Come to lay on your front, final pose before we release to Shavasana. So coming into a back bend here, bring the feet into your bottom. Dhanurasana we're coming into, bow pose. Take the hands around the tops of the feet. Neck long, this helps us maintain our breath. See if you can draw the tummy back from the mat slightly, core engagement, which helps us neutralise the spine so we don't overarch the lower back. Inhale now, once you've got that. Inhale, reach those feet back, let them lift the heart center. Deep breaths, inhale, exhale. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Inhale and exhale, nearly there. Inhale and exhale. Release the legs back. Make a pillow out of your hands at the front and rest there. You can sway the hips from side to side. Allow your breath to soften and any tension that might have crept up in the neck to release here. Bring the hands back under the shoulders, toes tuck under, press yourself back. To come back through all fours, come to seated. Scoop the legs out from underneath. We come to lay down. Grab your jumper if you need it, because we're coming into Shavasana soon, or socks. Inch yourself down. Hug your knees into your chest. And we take happy baby again. Hands come around the edges of the feet. Inhale here, feet up above the knees. Exhale, draw those knees in, lower back, pressing at the same time towards the floor. So try not to bring the bottom off, or the lower back off the mat, I should say. You can sway from side to side here. Exhale, release those feet now. Bring your soles of the feet together, knees bent. As we come into our Shavasana, we'll just open through the front body one last time. So from here, bring the soles of the feet together, allow the knees, the hips to open with the knees bent. Tuck some weight into the back, take some weight into the back of your head, tuck your shoulders under, palms turn up. Begin to close your eyes, you can stay here if you wish. Or bring knees together, feet to the mat, edges of the mat, or legs extend. Close your eyes now. Let go of your yogic breath. Feel the energy you've created within your body, through your practice, through your breath. Savor that energy. Soak up that energy as you rest here in Shavasana. Allow yourself to drift. To let thoughts that enter the mind float by. Keep the mind focused. If it starts to dart around, take the inner gaze to the space between the eyebrows, your third eye chakra. Shavasana can be a challenge for some of us, more than even the physical postures. Keeping that monkey mind in check. this moment, in this stillness. Acknowledge perhaps that you have everything you need right now. Become aware of the sounds around you once again. Perhaps the smells. Gradually bring movement back. Stretch or roll to one side now, or both, take your time. And when you reach your side, rest there. Eyes remaining closed, draw yourself up to seated. Enjoy the space, the stillness. It's in the silence that we re-energize. Our mind can re-energize. Bring your hands to your heart center now. Bowing our heads together, we say Namaste. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me.